I see it all the time in my practice. A certain kind of couple comes in and they clearly love each other, and yet the emotional spark is gone, and they feel so stuck and they feel so stagnant. And the irony, they've done all the right things. They've read the books, they've listened to the podcasts, many of them have been in therapy for years, and yet it's not enough to move the needle on the dial, and they don't know how to find their way home to each other. There is no emotional intimacy there. And here's a difficult thing to acknowledge as a couples clinician. While conventional therapy can often help a lot of people, there are some cases where it's not quite enough. Because here's the hard truth. You cannot white-knuckle love, even with the best intentions and interventions, and you certainly cannot force intimacy with effort or insight alone. So where does that leave couples who are in that corner? I'd like to introduce to you a novel form of therapy that is in the pipeline, that I've had the privilege to experience, but I've also had the privilege to witness. When couples integrate MDMA-assisted therapy into their process, they're not just communicating better, but they're breaking down emotional walls that can take years in conventional therapy. Now, it's not because MDMA is a magic pill or a panacea. It's not. But in a therapeutic setting, it softens our defenses, it quiets the fear centers in our brain, and it awakens a deep sense of presence and compassion that's impossible to access in the noise of everyday life. Couples begin to see each other with tenderness again, and they feel safe enough to let each other in. We're lucky in the sense that we already possess the roadmaps for lasting love, but sometimes emotional intelligence and communication skills aren't quite enough to close the gap or to reignite the emotional spark of intimacy. Psychedelic-assisted therapy can foster a profound experience of connection. It can heal the system from the ground up and restore secure attachment, but not through more talking, rather through vulnerability and presence, the most important currencies of love. And once couples refill their emotional tank, they're in a much stronger position. They can leverage all the tools they've learned and put them back into practice. I think the potential here goes way beyond couples therapy. I think this is about a new future for relational healing that's really grounded in a felt experience. Imagine a future where love isn't something you have to white knuckle or chase down in order to keep alive, but that we could have direct access to it because it's already a potential within us. It just needs an assist. Join me for this provocative talk on the future of love.